I'm having trouble sleeping, even though it's not late and I don't have to work tomorrow. So I'll stay up for a while. It doesn't matter if I go to bed at like 4, wake up at 10 or 11. Not a big deal. So I'll probably play Stardew Valley much of the night. Or just read. But I thought, hey, I'll get on here and talk for a little while. Why not? So, I guess I'll talk a little bit more about myself. I'm a Scorpio, although I was born on the Scorpio-Libra cusp, and I don't do astrology, but for some reason it's very meaningful to people when I say I'm a Scorpio. I usually get like, oh, and I don't know why. I guess Scorpios are known for being passionate and possessive, but I mean, I don't know, I don't get it. I don't get whatever it is that people have about Scorpios. And also people tell me that I don't really seem like that. And whatever. It's meaningless to me. My favorite colors are orange and leopard print. Used to be blue and then red. But for some reason with orange, I realized when you want something in orange, you'll always be able to get it. And I like the way it looks. It makes me happy. It's very bright and sunshiny. Leopard print speaks for itself. Spent a lot of time with both of my grandmothers growing up. My father's mother, she would have me over most weekends, and my mother's mother, I did stay over there, but not as much as my father's mother, and her mobile home park had a pool, so that was the carrot that she used to get me over there. But she also made things like Jell-O with bananas in it, and my mother's mother made the most amazing food. Everybody, well, not everybody, but lots of people have that grandma, and she was that. My father's mother would take me to like the comic book store or whatever. She'd take me to get my vaccinations. And a lot of my personality comes straight from them. I'm grateful to them. They were very important people in my upbringing, and I wouldn't be the person I am without both of them. My favorite writer is Harlan Ellison. I don't know if I said that before. And there's a weird story behind it. When I was a kid, I'd go to the library a lot. And I'd get books, and I'd hold my arms down, and I'd get books from as far as my arm could go to my chin. And, and they'd be kids' books like Encyclopedia Brown, or, Harriet the Spy, those kind of books, young adult books. And, you could read 2 or 3 of them a day if that's all you do is sit and read, and I did. But, I've ventured out of the kids section fairly early and into the adult section, and one of the first genres I started to explore was science fiction. I think I was getting like a Ray Bradbury. It wasn't anything really obscure. It wasn't like Lem or anything. Not that that's obscure either, but, And so the clerk there, I don't know if she was a librarian or not. I don't know what she was. She's like, do you like Harlan Ellison? Now keep in mind, I was probably like 11 years old. And if you know Harlan Ellison, you know that perhaps 11-year-olds should not be reading him. But I kept a recommendation in my mind, and of course I would never have gone just to the shelf and gotten a book in front of her. That would have been so embarrassing. But next time I went to the library, I checked out The Essential Ellison. I think it was The Essential Ellison. It may not have been out by then, but there was something. And I did love him. She was right. I don't know what made her recommend him of all the science fiction writers. I mean, Asimov, Heinlein, Joanna Russ, a little bit of fantasy, maybe. No, she's not really. Octavia Butler, anybody? Harlan Ellison, he wasn't even sci-fi. I don't think anybody, if anything, he's fantasy, but he is what he is. SF, sorry, I know sci-fi is not, I know, we don't say Trekkie, we don't say sci-fi, I get it, all the little things, they're not seagulls, they're gulls, they're not Canadian geese, they're geese, whatever, everybody's got to have their jargon and corrections. My Spotify Best of 2023 is very different from my Spotify Best of 2022. I keep those playlists because they're fun to listen to. This year it consisted of two things. It was Avicii and The Beautiful South. There's other things in there. There's SZA and Beyonce and Taylor Swift. This stuff people listen to, but this has been the year of Avicii and The Beautiful South for me. Gosh, I think that's probably close to enough, right? Not that interesting a person. I'm just sick. But I've been thinking way too much about liver transplant today, and I just need to not think about it anymore. Yeah, my skin. You can tell I lost a lot of weight rapidly. Anyway, I think it's time to play some video games and just, like my Aunt Mary said, detach from my liver just not think about my liver for tonight. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of me. I'm tired of looking for any change, negative or positive. There's none, by the way. These things take a long time. But at least it's not worse. So, have a good night.